Hello NCAC family, and welcome to our midweek devotional. At the end of Luke's Gospel, we see the story of two travelers on their way from Jerusalem to Emmaus. They may have been in Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover, but while they were there, Jesus had been crucified. A few days had passed, and as they traveled back, they tried to make sense of all the events and the rumors that had been circulating. Jesus had been crucified. Now his body was missing. Some were saying that the tomb was empty and that there had been angels that proclaimed that he was alive again. None of this made any sense to them. Luke tells us that they believed that this Jesus was a prophet, and they had hoped that he was the Messiah, the one who would free them from the oppression of the Roman occupancy. Now they didn't know what to think. Everything that they had believed, everything that they had counted on, everything that they had hoped for was now gone. All of it called into question. Their lives were turned upside down. Their security was gone. Their plans in ruins. Sound familiar? They had been looking at the events of the past week through the lens of tradition and culture. It wasn't until Jesus took them to the scriptures that they began to have a clearer understanding of what had happened. Jesus said to them, "Did you not know that the Messiah must suffer these things and then enter his glory?" He showed them that while the events impacted their lives, it was actually all about God accomplishing his purpose, and that he, God, was still sovereign and working out his plan for his glory and for humanity's benefit. Today, as we have had our lives turned upside down, as the things that we have counted on, a steady source of income, ample supplies, good health, being able to come and go as we please, a weekly gathering of friends and family, they've all been called into question. Remember that our lives are a part of his story, that he is writing. He is still sovereign and working out his will and his plan for his glory and for our benefit. Remember Paul's words to the church in Rome. He said in Romans chapter 8, verse 18, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing to the glory that will be revealed in us." And then a little later in verse 28, he said, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Ask God through his Spirit to give you peace and the faith needed to trust him as he works out his will for his glory in your life. And have a blessed day. Thank you.